Hey everybody, Karen from Ask the Spirit Guides. How you doing today? So super excited. Everything's kind of been reworked and we are bringing back the pendulum messages today. I've got two pendulum messages for you from Spirit and from the Lead Team Collective. And one, they're being a little sassy message that I'll give you first. And then we've got oracle messages that they're going to give us oracle messages in real time here with you, as we have always done. I can't believe the last time I did pendulum messages was October 26th, October 26th. So it's been a long time. But we're going to be doing this as a regular schedule on Sundays and Tuesdays for now on. As far as I can see, that's what we're going to be doing right now. So I'm kind of excited to be back with you doing this. Okay. So we're going to do the pendulum messages right away. I'm always going to give those in the beginning. And then I might do a little chit chat on things that are going on, updates about stuff at the end for people who want to hear that. Okay. Usually I would do that in the beginning, but I'm going to do that at the end now. So let's get on. So if you want to stick around today, I'm going to talk a little bit about what life has been like over the last 3 or 4 weeks and why I decided to make adjustments and all that, which some of you might know. Some of you might want to hear it again. It's a little different than maybe when I first put that video out, saying things are going to change. Okay. So yeah, so I'd love to fill you in afterwards. All right, let's do it. Okay. So just in case anybody's new here, I do ask what we call the Lead Team Collective here in the community. It's a collective. They gave themselves that name using this pendulum for me. So they spelled the name out for me, and it really is a compilation. It's a collective of all of our spirit teams. That's what they've told me. So now, many of you know this already, but in case anybody's new, some of your spirit teams are automatically in the Lead Team Collective. I don't know why, but they have said, yeah, some of them are, but some of you have to say, I would like you spirit teams to be a part of the Lead Team Collective. So if you're not sure, just give them a little permission if you would like them to be. And what that means is your spirit teams are involved in the messages that go out. Okay. So it's kind of cool. But so I asked the Lead Team Collective then four messages, FOR messages, okay, using the same thing. I asked them, I clear my own energy. I asked them, they can tell us anything. They can tell us political. They can tell us, even though I'm like pulled back on the political stuff, but they can tell us political. They can tell us personal. They can tell us anything they want, whatever they think is best for you to hear. Okay. So that's where I'm going with that for now. All right. And so in case anybody's wondering, I use a pendulum that looks like this. It's kind of my original pendulum that I got. And some people have sent me beautiful ones, and I use those from time to time too. So this one's just copper. So, and then I asked the lead team for which oracle decks they want to give us messages for each of the they want to give us additional messages for each of the pendulum messages. And I have a deck here of 65 cards. I have 65 decks, and I have them written down on each card. And so they can tell me which deck they want me to use. All right. So I've got that all set up for you. So let's get the first message, and it's a little sassy. I think this is really interesting because I didn't know I was gone, but I really haven't been gone. I've been doing videos, but I think they mean other things, but this is what they spelled out first today. And I was like, really? So they spelled out Karen is back. I'm like, do you want me to actually say that out loud, or is that just between you and I? And they said they want me to share that with you. So apparently I'm back. So I didn't know I went anywhere, but things shifted, obviously. But Karen is back. Okay. Then I said, well, do you want me? I'm not going to do an oracle reading. And they said, yeah, you are. So they wanted me to use self-care wisdom. Now, this isn't just for me. This is for you too. I don't know why. You can tell me in the comments why you needed to hear Karen is back and that I'm pulling a card from here. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull a card from this deck. So I will say the prayer, even though I've said it this morning when I was working with them. But I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides, guardians, the lead team collective, and only those of the highest and purest light. And ask Archangel Michael to please protect my channel, your channel, the lead team collective, and so it is all of the highest and purest light. Amen. Okay, lead team. What card do you want to give us for self-care? From self-care about Karen is back. Every once in a while, if you've been around, you know that they give, every once in a while they'll use my name in a message. And again, whoa. Okay. I think you can take, it doesn't have to be literal. Because sometimes they've used my name, and I'm like, what's that? Okay, this one really popped, but I'm going to ask them which card they want me to use. Where are the dowsing rods? Okay. All right. And if you're brand new here, I do have a Start Here playlist that I will pop up here in the corner at the end of this video. And you can take a look at, like, what are these things you're using? Okay, so lead team, do you want me to read the card on the right? Yes. Do you want me to read the card on the left? No. Okay. That's the card on the right is the one that really just popped out. So, all right, let's see. Again, Karen is back. Oh, truth. Does it have anything to do with me living my truth? Maybe. A good message for all of us, right? Hasn't been an easy adjustment, I'll tell you that. So that's what I'm going to talk about at the end, after we're done with the readings. Cool image though, isn't it? The eyes. I love the hearts on top of the fingers. That's very cool. Okay, truth is different at different levels of consciousness. Reserve judgment. Have you been judging me? Have you been judging? No, it's okay. That's just funny though. So Karen is back. Truth is different at different levels of consciousness. Reserve judgment. And I think that's true. You can use that in your life, right? How much, if I think back over the year, how much I've been judging all the stuff going on in the world, where truth is different at different levels of consciousness. So reserve judgment. So how much judging I've done over the last year, because I didn't agree with what's going on. I still don't get me wrong. But it is interesting to think about truth is different at different levels of consciousness. So just because my shirt is looking awfully big, isn't it? I did lose like 5 more pounds, so it's looking awfully big. So yeah, truth is different at different levels of consciousness. And I think that's important for all of us to be aware of, that we're in one place, you're in one place, I'm in another place. And that's okay that other people are in different places. It's okay, because the world can be filled up with many, many, many billions of different ideas. So just kind of keep that in mind. I think that's really cool. All right, I'm going to keep that aside so I can put notes in my journal. All right, second message. Ready? I'm going to hold the other one. Okay, just leave it. Just leave it. So I asked them, is there anything specific they're talking about? I didn't know if it was like collectively a political thing they wanted everybody to just leave, but they said no, that it's more, there's nothing specific, it's more a personal thing for you. So what is it in your life that they're asking you to just leave it? Okay, so they wanted me to use Wisdom of the Elders Oracle. So let's see what they've got for us. Wisdom of the Elders. I always link these in the description because people often ask which one they were or where to get them. And so I always link them in the description for you. Okay, so lead team, hello. What do you want to tell us? Why is your message for us today, just leave it? What else do you want us to know about that? What else? Let's see if there's anything else. Okay, I felt a little movement. Anything else about just leave it? Okay, let's see. All right. Did you want me to read either of those cards? Yes. Okay, do you want me to read the one on the right? Yes. Do you want me to read the one on the left? No. Okay. Did you want me to pull any other cards? No? Okay. All right. So just leave it. Huh. Interesting. We'll definitely read about this. So you could see first if there's anything in the image that pops out to you. Okay. 25, tobacco, sacred medicine, reciprocation. Anybody smoking right now? That just leave it. Stop smoking. No, it may not be that literal. 20. Okay, so 25 is 2 plus 5 is a 7 card for those who are into numerology. So tobacco, sacred medicine, reciprocation. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we could pick up. I'll let you know what I pick up intuitively about what they're telling me personally, if anything. All right. So if you have drawn, okay, I'm just going to read the whole message. Tobacco is found in the east direction of the medicine wheel and was the first sacred medicine given to the indigenous people. Oh my gosh. Its connection to the east, where the sun rises earliest each day, is symbolic of it being the first medicine utilized by the inhabitants of Turtle Island, and it also highlights its great importance. The deeply spiritual nature of sacred tobacco medicine lends itself to be used in most ceremonies and through non-smoke offerings of gratitude. Whether you take a plant from the earth, a stone from the shoreline, or utilize all parts of an animal that you have hunted, an offering of tobacco is recommended. The exchange of energy that takes place through this offering is done so with a sense of reciprocation. The 4 medicines, tobacco, sage, cedar, and sweetgrass, are essential, not only because of their historical roots, but because we continue to use them in everyday life and in ceremonies. Tobacco is considered the most sacred of the 4 medicines because it is a direct link to the Creator. Wow. And allows for the door of communication to the spiritual world to be opened. Here's the lesson. If you have drawn the tobacco sacred medicine card today, an opportunity or connection that is built on reciprocation may soon enter your life. There may be a situation that is mutually beneficial for all parties involved, where so much can be gained and learned by working together. If there are significant changes taking place in your environment at this time and prayers are required, consider an offering of tobacco to Mother Earth or to a sacred fire to assist with your intentions. So it's very interesting about just leave it. Okay. And this was the follow-up to the message, the pendulum message, just leave it. So how is that resonating? Is there something in your life right now that you need to leave behind so that you can come to this place of reciprocation? That's kind of how I'm interpreting it. And it's interesting because it's like, for me, because I am not watching the media anymore like I was, like YouTube, anything when it comes to news. And I feel like I'm leaving that behind in order to come to this place, in order to build on reciprocation with this community, a different kind of reciprocation. That's for me personally. So what are you seeing? There may be a situation that is mutually beneficial for all parties, involved where so much can be gained and learned by working together. So it says an opportunity or connection that is built on reciprocation may enter your life soon. So what are you seeing for yourself in that? Please put it in the comments. I'd love to see that. And I have more time now to read comments because things have, I'm more centered now. I don't feel as overwhelmed about stuff. So, all right. Last message for today is take the high ground, which is kind of interesting. Like, does that have anything to do with the first message? This one? I don't know. Take the high ground. Just leave it. Take the high ground, right? So let's see. They wanted me to use, which I love all, you know me, I always say, I love that. I love all these decks. They wanted me to use, this is notes from the, boy, you can't even see it. Notes from the universe. Okay. Mike Dooley, notes from the universe. Okay. So what do you have to take the high ground on? What do we have to take the high ground on? Whoa. Okay. All right. I hear ya. Let me just shuffle a little bit more and see if there's anything else. There's one. Okay. And a bunch of them fell. All right. Let me see if either one of those is the message they want us to have. Okay. So, lead team, did you want me to read one of those messages that we just popped open? Yep. Okay. The one on the right? Yes. The one on the left? They've all been on the right today. All three of them. Okay, did you want me to pull any other cards? No? Okay. All right, here is the last card. All right, so remember, take the high ground. You can always change how you feel, and you can always feel whatever you like. Don't you remember? You bought the upgraded Superior Deluxe Double Plus Good Time Space Package with a side order of chocolate mousse, if I recall. Smooth the universe. As I was saying, you can always change how you feel, and you can always feel whatever you like. Wow. Take the high ground. You're choosing. You can choose. I mean, I know that somebody's going to disagree with me about this, but like with grief even, okay, you can choose. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know it's like extremely complicated, but you can choose to view somebody's, death or somebody who's passed over in a particular way. You can choose to look at it one way, or you can choose to look at it in a way that doesn't deepen your grief, or you can choose to look at it in a way that does deepen your grief. It is a choice. And I know, I don't even know why I brought up grief, but I really don't even know why that came into my mind. Maybe somebody needed to hear that. And that's no judgment. That's no judgment. Remember, the first card was about not judging. So, but you can always change how you feel, and you can always feel whatever you like. Take the high ground. So what does that mean to you? What does that mean to you? All right, that's it for the messages today. So if you liked this content, you're going to be getting more of it. I would love for you to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you would. That'd be amazing. And now I'm going to go. So those who are not interested in my chit chat, I'll see you later. I'll see you on Tuesday for another session like this. And then on Thursday, we're coming back with the SGs. Okay. So, hey, how you guys doing? Now I feel like this is a little coffee with Karen. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about what the last couple weeks have been like, and not comfortable, I'll tell you that. So I realized a couple things. So I woke up one day, I think I might have explained this before, but I woke up one day and I was like, oh my gosh, I wasn't even mad. I wasn't upset. I wasn't anything. I didn't have any feelings. I just was like, you're done watching the news. Yes, I still know what's going on. So I do have like bits and pieces. I know what's going on. So it's not like I'm not going to take an active role, but I'm not paying attention. I'm looking for my remote. There it is. It's starting to get cold. I turned the fan on. So I just needed to, I don't know. I don't know. I think my intuition, which I've been following all year, has said, stop. So I literally was like, oh my gosh. And then I kind of went into this tizzy about, well, if I'm stopping, how am I going to talk about stuff here in the community? Because it's really been, even though we've been talking about a lot of spiritual stuff, but we've been talking about how to process the political stuff that's going on from a spiritual perspective. But I went into this like, okay, well, that's great, but how am I going to do that? And it really, my nervous system was not relaxed over the last couple of weeks, I'll tell you that. And I just, we finally figured out what's the best process and way to do this that meets, my intuitive needs, like how I want to do things here in the community, how I want to facilitate the conversation, and also what you might find interesting. And I know a lot of people find the pendulum messages interesting, so I'm hoping you're going to like that. And I do. I want that guidance as well. And I've decided that the Lead Team Collective is guiding this community. So I'm facilitating, but they're guiding it. Okay. So they're giving me what they want me to talk about. And then, which has not been the case. Like I've been using the politics to drive the conversation here. And maybe they were too. I actually intuitively just getting that they were guiding that as well. But it's time for us, for me in this community, to not be so focused on that we needed that for the last year, but that it's time to just leave it. Okay, this is interesting. It's time to just leave it, and it's time to take the high ground in terms of like not focusing on so much of the 3D. Still love the people that I was listening to. I just have no interest in what they're saying anymore, And so, it's like, well, I can't fake it. I've never been able to fake it. I don't edit things here. I tell you like they are. And sometimes it's off, and sometimes, whatever. But I just decided that's probably the best thing to do. And so I was really glad the lead team brought us back to the pendulum messages. So that's really cool. And the oracle messages, because I really like this process. So yeah, so my nervous system has been not good, I would say. Just because my personality type is one, I need to have things kind of figured out. And until I have things figured out, I'm not comfortable. And because I needed to keep showing up, I wanted to keep showing up here in the meantime until I kind of got things reorganized and figured out. That was really hard for me. But I'm feeling much more relaxed now. And I'm super excited because I've even got words I'm going into next year. My words for next year are calm, balanced, routine. I've got 3 so far. I'm not limiting to 1. So because I want a calm year. It hasn't been, even though things are going to be chaotic out there still, I'm going to be aware. So when I need to write letters, I need to show up to protest, I will do that still. But I don't have to every day feed into the uncalm, the chaos that is online. That is online. It's like, well, I kept saying that last year. Like I'm looking out my window and there's no chaos outside my window. But when you go online to YouTube, which is where I go, I'm not on any other platforms. But when you view all of the conversations together, it feels like a much more chaotic world than what is happening to any one person. One person may be experiencing some of the chaos that's going on from whatever the Trump administration's doing. But that one person is probably not experiencing all of the chaos. But when you watch all of those things, you experience all of the chaos as if it's happening to you, is what I'm recognizing. And it's not how I want to continue living my life. I think it was important for a year for us to process and really pay attention, because I'm very keen and aware on what they're doing. So, but I think that was important. but I don't need it to continue. Like, I'm very aware of what they're doing. I don't need to keep hounding in the everyday shenanigans into my brain, you know? And you're welcome to keep doing that. It's totally up to you. I'm not judging. But I'm just coming and showing up in a different way here. So doesn't mean we won't process that. In fact, I do have to talk to my sister today because at first, and this is just, I'm just giving you a little inside scoop, but for the SG sessions, and you can tell me what you think, but for the SG sessions, we were planning on doing specific, so SG with the dowsing rods every Thursday, and we're posting at 7 p.m. every night now. So hopefully that's a better time for people, you know, the end of the day, you're relaxing or whatever. So, but I want to do one SG. So we're going to do 2 pendulum sessions like this one today, on Sunday and Tuesday. So we're Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Okay. Thursday will be SGs. And we had planned on it being specific spiritual topics. So I have a whole list of spiritual topics, which are fine. We can put them in every once in a while. But I asked the lead team this morning, I do have to talk to my sister about this. So I'm not sure which way we're going to go, but I wouldn't mind your opinion on it. But the lead team actually wants me to post for questions of what you want to ask the lead team. So it would be a variety of questions, basically. Those are a little bit more exhausting for me because I go from one topic to the next, but it's fine. Because that's what I was telling the lead team, we're going to do what you want us to do. So I can do a specific, you know, like Thursday is Thanksgiving and I'm still going to come on on Thursday at 7 p.m. So would you rather do, I mean, it'll probably be a 50-50 split. So it'd be hard to take a toll in the community, but I don't know. I'll have to talk to my sister about it. But anyways, so that's kind of the plan. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to keep connecting with you in this way. And we'll be able to look back. And here's the thing about me having more space. See, I'm only going to do 3 videos a day because I'm 3 videos a week on the public channel because I'm doing 2 in the Spirit Circle, which I've always done. But I was doing 7 videos a week on the public channel and 3 in the Spirit Circle. And I just felt like I literally at the end of this year, and because I was trying to process all the stuff going on in the world too, at the end of this year, or until a couple of weeks ago when I woke up and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm not talking about politics anymore. I really felt like I don't even know what I talked about this year. Excuse me. Yeah, my throat chakra. I've been realizing over the last couple weeks when I stopped watching the news, first I had to come off of that adrenaline because that if you're watching not only the news, it's not the news, it's just constant, new stuff. There is an adrenaline kick to that. So I really had to come off. It was like a withdrawal. I had to withdraw from that adrenaline. So that was part of my nervous system. I realized that, like I said, I've been recording so much and talking so much, I haven't been processing anything. And that's a lot of information to be processing for 352, for an entire year, every day. We recorded 850 videos. That's a lot. So I was like, wait a minute, this is not sustainable. This is not sustainable. And I couldn't process anything. Like, I'm excited today because I'm only doing 1 video a day, 5 a week, that I can literally process what the pendulum messages are today and the cards. Like, I'm going to close out here and I get to spend some time processing. And I haven't been able to do that because normally I'd be like, okay, I got to do another video and another one. Or prepare for it. You know what I mean? So I'm only really sharing this part of my story. So in case there's something in your life that's the same thing is happening, that maybe that'll be helpful for you. So it was just time for a change. It was time to just leave it and take the high ground. whatever that means. Take the high ground when it comes to politics, probably. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that's where I've been. And I am so much better now that we have a plan. And I'm really excited about what we're going to do here together and what we're going to do in the Spirit Circle. So, the Spirit Circle new format is officially beginning. We've kind of been prepping for it, officially beginning on December 1st, which happens to be the first Monday of the month, I think. So, if you want to check it out, I will be coming here in the public channel with a full video on what is going to happen in the Spirit Circle. But it's not going to be till like December 6th. I think I have it planned because I have a website I'm working on so you can actually visually see things. And people in the circle will be able to find the playlists easily because it's really hard to find the playlists on YouTube. We're staying on YouTube for now. So, yeah. Okay. So yes, December 5th, I'm going to be doing the YouTube, the video for the Spirit Circle. So they get the update, and December 6th, you'll get the full view. I'll post it on the public channel, a different video so that you guys can see what it's about in case you were interested. And we're keeping it super reasonable in price. Just because this way, as many people who want to come in and do a really fun and cool process throughout the month where you can really process what messages are that the lead team is sharing with us, what's the forecast like, the astrology, the energy, and how to make the connections throughout the month. And then we'll also be reading a book. We're reading the next couple months. It's not going to be like a boom, boom, boom book only book. We're going to be incorporating a book into our conversation. So I'm going to have a couple Coffee with Karens, and it'll be the first book is How to Read the Akashic Records. And I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to incorporate that yet, but it's going to be awesome. So this way it's going to be chill, and we're all going to be able to take things from start to finish each month. So you can join us any month. It doesn't have to be like the start of the year or anything like that. You can join any month and leave any month or whatever. And then, you could rejoin us when it's good for you. All right. So that's kind of what I've been up to. What have you been up to lately? How's life been treating you? And I would love to hear from you. I was going to say happy Thanksgiving, but it's a little early for that. I don't need to say that yet because I'll see you a couple more times this week. That's what I was going to say when I went, and happy Thanksgiving. All right, you guys, so great to be back. Apparently the lead team wanted to tell you Karen is back. But I think it's really good that normally I would do the chit chat in the beginning. And then if you came for the messages, you're like, well, I just want the messages. So people who just want the messages. So that gave me some reflection time to kind of look at that. But then I still wanted to chit chat every once in a while. I think coming up, I do want to share my aura report. I did an aura reading. I was sharing with you guys I did it last Sunday, a week ago today. I went and got an aura reading. That was fascinating. So I think on Wednesday, unless something else comes up, or on Tuesday, unless something else comes up, I'll share my report at the end of the Pendulum message. So, all right, you guys, have an amazing day, and I will see you on Tuesday. Have fun with these messages. I hope they meant something to you. Okay, bye-bye.